Hello there and welcome to this video. I hope you are safe. I hope you are taking all the precautions advised against the pandemic to keep yourself and your family members safe. In my previous video, I introduced you to something called the secrets to your success. And I mentioned that in order to become successful, especially professionally and financially, you must start creating your B.O.W, your body of work. Now, if you have taken me upon that advice, this video is going to be important for you because creating your B.O.W, creating your body of work, it might sound simple and it might be simple, but it's not going to be easy. Hence, with your permission, I'm going to share with you a few rules that's going to make your B.O.W creation relatively easier. Like any other game or sports you might have played, creating your B.O.W is governed by a few rules. And if you want to create a unique, impactful, and excellent body of work, you must follow these rules. Now, some of these rules you might know, some of them you might not know. Some of them you might know, but not in the context of your B.O.W, right? So in total, there are 10 rules. In this video, I'm going to share with you rule number 1, B.O.W rule number 1. And in the remaining videos, I'll share the remaining 9 rules of B.O.W with you. Now, before I share rule number 1, let me set a little bit of context by putting in place a quality scale on which 1 stands for poor, 2 stands for average, 3 stands for good, 4 stands for very good, 5 stands for excellent. Okay? B.O.W rule number 1 says that when you create your body of work, when you create your B.O.W, 80% of that is going to fall into a bucket I call the bad bucket or average bucket. Meaning 80% of your body of work is going to be labeled as poor or average or good. Only 20% or less than 20% is going to fall into the bucket I call the excellent bucket, where the work or your body of work will be rated as very good and excellent. That's B.O.W rule number 1. 80% of your body of work is going to fall under poor, average and good. 20% or less is going to fall under excellent or very good. It simply means that when you start creating your B.O.W, don't expect it to be successful from day one. Don't expect your audience to perceive your body of work the way you expected them to perceive. Okay? In the previous video, while explaining body of work, I dropped a few names on you. And the first name was the god of cricket, Sachin Tendulkar's. And I shared a few stats with you. For example, I said that he had played 463 one-day international matches, ODI matches, plus 200 test matches. Combine them, we have 663 matches that Sachin has played. In those 663 matches, he had played 781 innings. Now 781 innings, and let's say simplistically, because contribution that Sachin has made cannot be quantified, but for our calculation in this example, let's say the success of a batsman is calculated upon how many centuries and half centuries he has made. Okay, just for our calculation. With that, we know that 100 international centuries he has and 104 half centuries, both test and cricket included. So 100 plus 104, 204 successful innings out of 781. So to calculate a percentage, 204 upon 781 into 100, the percentage comes to be 26.12%. This shows you how B.O.W rule number 1 is applicable to even the god of cricket. Yesterday, another name I dropped upon you was Bollywood megastar Amitabh Bachchan's name, and I mentioned that in his career spanning 52 years, he has delivered approximately 200 movies, a little less maybe or a little more maybe, but for our calculation, we are going to stick to the number 200. Now, I did a little bit of research to find out of those 200 movies, 11 were blockbusters, 8 were super hits, 11, 8, 19 movies. 28 movies were hits. So 28 plus 19, 47 successful movies. Now you again calculate this, 47 movies out of 200, 47 upon 200 into 100, the percentage comes to become 23.5%. Yes, 23.5%. This again goes to show you the universal application and relevance of B.O.W. rule number 1, which is nothing other than Pareto's principle or Pareto's 80-20 principle. Don't watch this video and believe whatever I'm telling you. I would strongly encourage you to go back and do your own research on your role models, on people who inspire you, on people like whom you want to become. Take their body of work and analyze what percentage falls into the average bucket and what percentage falls into the excellent bucket. And I'm sure during your research, you are going to find a lot of exceptions. Not a lot of, few exceptions. But remember, that's what they are, exceptions. So in closing, I'll tell you this. I'll leave you with this realization that don't set wrong expectations of yourself from day one while creating your body of work. Because if you set wrong expectations of yourself, you are going to get demotivated. You are going to get demoralized. And that is going to disrupt your process of creating a powerful and inspiring body of work. Meaning, setting wrong expectations from yourself from day one is going to ruin your chances of attracting success and abundance into your life. Don't expect your audience to engage with and appreciate your body of work from day one. It's not going to happen. Okay, so that's your key takeaway from this lesson, B.O.W. rule number 1, and the key takeaway is don't set wrong expectations of yourself when you start creating your body of work. That's all the time and attention I need from you today. I'll be back soon with B.O.W. rule number 2 for you. Till then, take care and be limitless.